Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we are talking India Love. We got to talk about her interview with Speedy, boys, because there's a few clips that are disturbing that we need to talk about in this video. In this first piece, we need to talk about how she turned away millions from OnlyFans because she quote-unquote didn't like how she was being perceived. And what I don't understand is this is somebody who has been perceived a certain way their entire career. In terms of everybody she's linked with, those disturbing photos of the gameplay and trigger fingers with her and everything else. So now all of a sudden it's giving, you're trying to clean up a certain image for DDG. That's what it's giving to me. That you're doing this for a man, you're doing this for a guy in hopes that this is going to clean up your past and your reputation. Because listen, looky here. When people hear OnlyFans, what do people think, right? She's up here talking about stuff is tasteful and this and that. Well, no, let me not speak for India Love. Let me let you hear her say the foolishness herself. Let's take a listen.
What has been like the most lucrative for you thus far? Would you say it's like music? Would it be like OnlyFans? Would it be streaming now?
I think OnlyFans was the most lucrative, but I stopped.
Oh, you
yeah,
off
I stopped OnlyFans probably like the beginning of this year.
Why? If it was lucrative, you should have kept running it up.
It definitely was lucrative, but I felt like I just didn't like going into these bigger meetings and like once they hear the words OnlyFans, they kind of just turn the cheek or like they have a certain perspective about you. Even though my OnlyFans content was very tasteful, it was very artsy. I did it magazine style mostly. Like I was very into making it look art rather than raunchy. So it was like, it benefited me very well. But at the same time, I just am in a different phase in my life. I'm getting older. I have nephews and nieces. I really give a fuck about how they feel about me and what they see about me. And it just kind of like just, you know, organically this was like, this doesn't feel right.
For sure.
Yeah.
But it takes a very like conscious and mature decision to like walk away from something that was making you the most bread.
Trust me. Trust me, I know. It wasn't that difficult because I have so much faith in God and I know like he probably didn't want me to be doing that, and now that I'm not doing that, so I'm gonna get something better, which streaming obviously is like, you know, but yeah, it was bittersweet, but it's more so sweet because now I kind of control my own narrative and people don't have to do like weird shit when it comes to OnlyFans.
For sure.
Yeah.
So so you're concerned about what your nieces and your nephews perceive, but you were wide open for Duke Dennis and DDG at Streamer University and at the AMP pool party and everything else. And you're like I'm confused, right? You're hugging up all on, you know, Duke Dennis at Streamer University, talking about how good he smells and everything else. You got DDG hiding in your closet and everything else. Like we're beyond how you're perceived, India Love. Like make it make sense. But I think this is giving you did all of this to impress DDG. See, as much as y'all want to hate on Halle Bailey and everything else, y'all try to put down Halle Bailey to lift up India Love, but a lot of y'all don't know India Love. And y'all don't know how long she's been in this game, since the Tumblr days, you guys, since Tumblr. and how she was at Streamer University talking about how she can get dudes to trick on her and everything else, and how she was also tricking on dudes when she was in high school, you guys. So nonetheless, when you have that mentality of like, I'm gonna do this, everything's gonna be transactional and everything else, like, how are you now going to try to invoke God into all of this? How is God now going to come into the picture after you've already crossed the threshold of OnlyFans? Can you make it make sense? It is giving a man convinced you not to do it anymore. Because obviously, prior to, you were comfortable with OnlyFans when the money was rolling in, when the dough was rolling in, but it is giving there is a man who frowned upon you doing OnlyFans and felt that they could clean up your image if you just focused on streaming. That's what it's giving. That is what it is giving, you guys. Because nonetheless, depending on who has OnlyFans, some of y'all, don't have that same energy. Some of y'all don't have that same energy, and some of y'all will still offer people all types of opportunities, regardless if they have an OnlyFans or not. This is strictly for a man, and of all the men, you choose DDG, right? You choose DDG. You think he is going to be your next come up, your next jackpot, and everything else. And I do not understand why DDG's fans, if you are a fan of DDG, why you want this. All you guys are doing is enabling something that is going to end the same way that everything else has ended. Like, this isn't it. This isn't the flex that you think this is. This is giving pick-me behavior. This is giving, it's reminding me so much of Brittany Renner. India is Brittany Renner without the kid, y'all. She is Brittany Renner without the kid. That, I'm going to change up my religion now. I'm going to be, Muslim now. I'm going to, wear the hijab and everything else. And I'm going to save myself for marriage to somebody that I allegedly had already been intimate with before marriage, and allegedly still might be married to his first wife. But we're going to do a whole rollout of an engagement video and tell the media that we had been married for 50 plus days. And I'm going to talk about the breakup and say that there is a 3-month period to see whether or not, there's a pregnancy to work out the marriage. No. Only for you barely a week later after the BET Awards, to already be out the hijab, right? To be already out of the, you're no longer entertaining the religion anymore, right? Because the relationship didn't work out. And this is what's going to happen here. When the DDG relationship does not work out, or she has a kid with DDG because she thinks that it's going to be different for her than what it is with Halle Bailey, she's going to be right back at OnlyFans. She's going to be right back at OnlyFans because the problem is going to be if this thing with DDG does not work out. Right? He's friends with Kai Cenat. He's friends with all these people. All the streamers are then going to turn on India Love. And she's going to have to pivot her content. Her content right now is heavily about collabs with male streamers, right? To get her numbers up, right? And then to fuel the dating rumors. Are they or aren't they? And for a while, she was fine with the rumors of whatever her and Duke Dennis had going on and being in a love triangle between Duke Dennis and DDG until she couldn't handle the backlash, until her sister called her out, right? And now, because of Duke Dennis's scandal, she's just completely been all in on DDG, although we are going to talk about in another video how much loving things she had to say about Duke Dennis when it is all said and done, and how this is all for content. But I'm here to tell you, once the content does not work out, she's going to go back to OnlyFans, you guys. Because that is what is going to happen here. The moment this does not work out with DDG, the moment this goes left, and because DDG, like I said, is cool with Kai Cenat and all these other people are going to turn on her. This is not going to end well, but again, every time these women, they try to enter in these, situations with dudes, try to be a helping hand, try to understand his perspective, and you're dealing with somebody who's either in a bitter battle, whether it's a custody battle or a divorce battle, and you think you're going to be Captain Save 'em. You think you're going to be Captain Save 'em, and you're going to be the one that is going to be treated better than all the rest, only for it to end like all of the rest. So there is that, and that is all for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.